Hey guys, it's Nathan here, Mom's Karaoke here today, bringing you some Search and Destroy on the map Overgrown. Today we'll be using the Barrett 50 cal until the last round. The last round I really was not confident in my teammates, so I pulled out a P90, and yeah, I just didn't think we were going to win, me sniping, because I'm not like a bad sniper, but sit in clutch situations, I generally kind of just uh, choke. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about Call of Duty World War II, I'm assuming, is the next one that is supposedly coming out. This is old news, but it's better that I cover it now than never, I guess. And also, how I'm kind of getting burned out on this game. So, yeah, anyways, guys, sit back, relax. I hope you guys enjoy. And I have not been really making a lot of videos lately because of school. I have I graduate from vocational school next month and I move on to college. I plan on getting my associate's degree in applied computer science and then some business management thing I'll get my bachelor's in. So I'm also not going to really finish the degrees in the time that you're normally supposed to finish them. I'm probably going to take twice the amount of time because I figured that if I work part-time and go to school part-time, I don't have to worry about student debt, so I won't be that one kid that owes $90,000 at the end of college, So I don't want to be a slave to student debt. So I'm really focusing more on my education, but I do YouTube, as you can see, because I like doing YouTube. I really don't make money off this. I really just like YouTube, and I like talking. So anyways, Call of Duty 4 Remastered. Now, I love this game. However, I'm kind of with Sledgehammer, I'm kind of disappointed on their support. Like, the last real patch we've had that fixed a lot of issues, it's been quite a while now. Like, I think this is the first time I played this game in a couple weeks, and there has not been an update that still fixes the footsteps. The footsteps are still broken in this game, and it's been like, what, 6 months now? Or 5-6 months? Like, there's no excuse there. But they will add more DLC to this game, because that's how they make the money, Raven is Activision's slave, and Activision's like, you must add some more weapons to get people to buy into our scam. So, or the supply drop lottery, we'll just call it that because it's what it is. So, I do like the weapons that they're coming out with, the Magnum, whatever the other one is, the XMLAR, the Samurai Machete, or Samurai Sword, whatever it is. Like, I have those unlocked, but in all honesty, I didn't get them through playing this game. I spent like $10 in supply drop tokens, and it got, or COD points, and I got them. So you can call me a shill because I fed into the system, but I really just, it kind of evens out. Those that play a lot seem to get a lot of in-game currency for free because they play a lot, and those that actually work and have responsibilities or work and don't have enough time to play this, they can buy into the game and put it evens out. So it's not that, it evens out, but I still think it's really dumb how they, clearly supply drops are just for money. There's no, look at this fail, gosh, I feel stupid. But there's really no, they wouldn't have supply drops if COD points weren't able to be bought with real money, pretty much, put it that way. So, and they've also released the variety map pack for this game. We knew this was going to happen, and honestly, I thought the maps looked great, but I didn't buy the map pack because it's splitting up the player population, even for people that don't have the maps. Like a couple weeks ago when I was playing this game, I think it was 2 or 3 days after the map pack came out, I was playing online at like 9 o'clock at night, my time, and I couldn't find any matches. Meanwhile, my friend who had the DLC map pack was finding matches left and right, which is really weird because usually it's the opposite. Whenever you have like a game, when Modern Warfare 3 had the map packs, whenever Modern Warfare 3 had those map packs, you usually just disabled them and you could find a match instantly. But whenever you have the map packs turned on, it took a little longer to find a game. So that's what I do, is I just have the DLC disabled, and I wish you can do that. See, it's one feature request I hope they add to this game, maybe Infinite Warfare in the next Call of Duty, is the ability to disable DLC without uninstalling the whole game. Now, if you play on PC, you can do this through Steam, which is pretty cool, but the PC community has like maybe 5 players playing Call of Duty, so they're more Battlefield, slash CS:GO players, so the Call of Duty community is dead on PC, and if you bought this game for PC, you wasted your money, honestly, especially the remastered version of Call of Duty 4, the Legacy Edition. So yeah, anyways, speaking of the next, of Call of Duties and future requests, the next Call of Duty supposedly is a Call of Duty it's going to be Call of Duty World War II, theme. It's going to be themed to World War II, and the game is supposedly called Call of Duty World War II. Basically, I'm sure I mentioned this in the other video, a couple months ago when Activision had their shareholders meeting. It was announced that, if you looked at the chart, there is going to be another DLC pack for Black Ops 3 this year, but with Activision talking about Infinite Warfare, they said that sales plummeted. They were they set their expectations high, and they didn't reach the goal that they were expecting. And they also openly admitted that saying that the space theme was a bit too. It came too fast. Like, I don't think the players were really psyched up for the space theme, and even Activision said in their shareholders meeting that they weren't, a lot of the people were just not ready for it, and so that's, and I'm sure Sledgehammer got that memo from Activision, based on how many people have been saying they want boots on the ground. Call of Duty World War II will be a boots on the ground game if it does come out. Now, there was a joke going around the internet. There was a picture that showed something like an old document from World War II saying Nazis found jetpacks. So everyone was like, "Oh my gosh, if this is gonna happen and they're gonna put jetpacks in the game, they screwed it up." And it's just really weird because this is the first Call of Duty cycle, like the first year that I've really just not been following up on news. As you can see, I've been covering things quite late. The shareholders meeting thing was months ago. The Variety Map Pack came out a couple weeks ago, and I don't even know when the next supply drop market refresh is for Infinite Warfare or Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered. Like, this year it's just been really boring. Call of Duty's been really boring. Like, I play more Resogun than I play Call of Duty 4 Remastered. And for you guys that don't know what Resogun is, I'm going to have gameplay of it the next video probably, so it will refresh kind of my channel, and instead of playing Call of Duty 4 Remastered 24/7, we'll put some Resogun in there. It's such a fun game. It's an indie game. It reminds me of the old game Defenders 1 and Defenders 2 for the NES, and it's refreshing to play something new, instead of playing something like this where, as you can see, I'm 10th prestige in this game. I've been 10th prestige in Call of Duty 4 Remastered for the past month and a half, maybe 2 months. Like, the first month I played this game, I grinded 7 prestiges, and ever since then it's just been kind of taking it slow. When there's double XP weekends, I don't even bother getting on here. I just take a nap or, browse Reddit instead of, doing something like this. Because not many people play this game as much as they did, launch day, which is a given, but it seems like this year, both Infinite Warfare and Call of Duty 4 have just been kind of, it's really weird because I think these Call of Duties are just dying faster than the other Call of Duties have, I have barely any friends playing, Infinite Warfare, in all honesty, there weren't many people playing that on my friends list, and that's probably because, I didn't play much Infinite Warfare, so I didn't have the opportunity to find friends in that game, or the game itself just, not many people had the interest to go out and buy it. I go for, every year I go to the midnight releases. They're always fun. I don't even remember who I went with last year. I can't remember if I went with anyone last year. Gosh, it's been a while. As you guys can kind of tell, I'm a bit tired. But, every year I go for those, for the fun. There's always it's just always pretty cool to, you know, meet new people, just people you can play with. Like, I remember last year when I went to the Infinite Warfare, you know, whatever, Infinite Warfare midnight release, I met 3 or 4 people that I play with every once in a while. Uh, and that's what I think that's the greatest thing about Call of Duty every year. Not, I mean, the release day is awesome, but I think it's the midnight release makes it awesome. And I'm gonna be going to the midnight release for whatever game comes out, you know, this year. I don't work nights. I work, you know, weekdays from like, you know, a full day when I start working full time will be like 8 to 4, and then, you know, whenever I'm going to school, I work from like 12:30 to 4:30. So I get, you know, I get home and I'm ready to do whatever I want. So, hey guys, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. What do you guys think about, you know, the state of this game? Do you think this game is going to die out really fast? Or do you think that Raven Studios has the audacity to keep this game going, you know, with new gun ideas and such? And also, what do you guys think about Call of Duty World War II, supposedly is the name? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, and I will see you guys later. Bye.
Oh god. I have not been winning either today or yesterday. Not at all. Yeah, we're not gonna win.
Target neutralized. Mission accomplished.